Have you ever truly listened to the world around you, not just heard it, but really paid attention to every sound, every subtle vibration in the air? Most of us move through our days barely noticing the constant soundtrack that surrounds us, the hum of traffic, the ping of notifications, the endless chatter. Noise is everywhere. It's in the blaring horns, the footsteps on pavement, the constant buzz of conversation and technology that never seems to pause. But the real noise isn't just outside, it's inside our minds, thoughts, worries, and plans constantly racing. Even in the quietest room, our inner dialogue can be deafening, filling every moment with what-ifs and to-dos. This inner noise leaves us feeling tired, distracted, and disconnected from the present moment. It's as if we're always somewhere else, never fully here, always pulled in a dozen directions at once. We eat while scrolling, walk while talking, and even when surrounded by loved ones, our minds drift elsewhere. Our attention is split, and genuine connection becomes rare. We're conditioned to believe that busyness equals importance, but it only adds more layers of noise. The more we try to do, the more we lose touch with ourselves and the world around us. Our days become a blur of activity, and we rarely pause to ask ourselves what all this noise is really costing us: our peace, our clarity, our sense of meaning. When was the last time you experienced real silence, not just the absence of sound, but a deep, nourishing quiet? A moment where you could actually hear your own breath or the gentle rustle of leaves. For many, silence feels unfamiliar, even uncomfortable, so we fill it with screens and distractions. We reach for our devices the moment things get quiet, afraid of what we might find in the stillness. But what if the peace we seek isn't in the next notification or accomplishment, but already here, beneath the noise? What if true contentment is waiting for us in the spaces we usually rush to fill? The first step is simply to notice how much of our energy is consumed by this constant distraction. To become aware of how rarely we allow ourselves to just be, without reaching for something to occupy us. Only then can we begin to reclaim a quieter, more peaceful existence, one where we can finally hear the gentle wisdom that silence has to offer. The peace we seek isn't somewhere far away, it's already within us, like a calm lake hidden deep inside. The path to this peace is solitude, intentionally creating space to come home to ourselves. Many think peace comes from changing our circumstances, but true peace is an inside job. Even in a noisy city, we can find inner calm if we cultivate stillness within. Solitude isn't about escaping the world, it's about recharging so we can engage more mindfully. Think of yourself as an instrument. Solitude is how we tune ourselves back into harmony. You don't need a remote cabin. You can start right where you are in daily life. Begin with small pockets of silence. Turn off the radio, put down the phone, and just sit for a few moments. This simple act is the beginning of a profound transformation. The source of peace has always been within. Solitude helps us rediscover it. Our culture often confuses being alone with being lonely, but they're not the same. Loneliness is a painful sense of disconnection, a longing for company that isn't there. It drains us, leaving us feeling empty and isolated. Solitude, on the other hand, is a choice, a joyful act of spending time with ourselves. In solitude, we feel whole and content, not searching for something outside to complete us. It's a nourishing practice that fills us with clarity and peace. Solitude is about connecting with our deepest self, coming home to who we are. It's realizing we are good company for ourselves, embracing the richness of our inner world. While loneliness is about lack, solitude is about fullness. By learning to embrace solitude, we transform our fear of being alone into strength and joy. We discover we don't need constant validation to feel whole. Our own presence is enough. Solitude is an active, positive state that empowers us. Solitude doesn't require a retreat or a special occasion. It's something you can invite into your life, right where you are, no matter how busy your days may seem. It starts with small, intentional moments, pausing to breathe, to notice, to simply be present with yourself. Find 5 quiet minutes in your day. Early morning. before the world wakes up, is often the easiest time to claim a little peace for yourself. Enjoy a cup of tea by the window, letting the warmth and aroma ground you in the present moment. Or simply sit in stillness, allowing your thoughts to settle and your breath to slow. Turn daily routines into mindful moments. Wash dishes without distractions, feel the water on your hands, notice the gentle sounds, and let your mind rest. Even your commute can be a time for quiet reflection. Look out the window, watch the world go by, and let your mind wander gently. If you choose silence over noise, you'll discover a hidden oasis of calm, even in the midst of movement and crowds. Create a dedicated spot for quiet, a reading nook, a favorite chair, or a cozy corner just for you. It could be as simple as a chair, a cushion, or a spot by the window where you feel at ease. Or a corner of your home or garden, surrounded by plants or natural light, where you can unwind. Let this be your breathing space, a gentle reminder to pause and reconnect with yourself whenever you need it. It's a place to return to when you need calm, a sanctuary you can visit again and again. Walking meditation is another way. Stroll without your phone. Notice your steps, the rhythm of your breath, and the world around you. Take in the trees, the sky, the sounds of nature, and let each step bring you back to the present. Each step is a gentle invitation to slow down and simply be. These small practices, done regularly, become rituals that nurture your well-being and help you find balance. Over time, they build a foundation of inner peace that supports you through life's ups and downs. Gradually, you'll notice yourself carrying this quiet with you, even in the busiest moments. No matter how hectic life gets, you'll have a sense of calm to return to, wherever you are. Solitude is woven into the fabric of everyday life, waiting for you to notice, embrace, and make it your own. In silence, something beautiful happens. The world's noise fades, and our own inner voice emerges. At first, the quiet may feel empty, but stay with it and you'll hear a gentle whisper, your authentic self. We're bombarded by others' opinions and expectations, often losing touch with our own desires. Solitude turns down the volume on those outside voices so we can finally hear ourselves. Journaling is a powerful way to connect. Ask yourself, what do I truly need right now? And let the words flow. Don't judge or edit. Just write and see what wisdom arises. This practice clarifies our thoughts and deepens self-understanding. Sometimes, silence brings up difficult truths or emotions, but facing them is part of the journey. Solitude gives us the strength to meet these truths with compassion. In the quiet, we find the courage to make changes that align with our true selves. Listening to our inner voice is the ultimate act of self-respect. History is full of people who found wisdom and strength in solitude. Spiritual teachers, artists, and everyday individuals, the Buddha, Jesus, and others retreated into silence to discover their deepest truths. Writers like Virginia Woolf knew the creative power of a room of one's own. Solitude is where creativity and clarity are born. You don't need to be famous to benefit. Ordinary people find transformation in quiet moments. A busy mother, lost in her roles, rediscovered her love for painting during a silent retreat. A stressed businessman found calm and focus by sitting quietly in his garden each morning. These small acts of solitude ripple out, bringing peace and purpose to every area of life. Solitude is a practical tool for growth, available to everyone. In quiet, we reconnect with ourselves and unlock new possibilities. The stories remind us, solitude is powerful and accessible. Cultivating a quiet mind is a gentle practice, much like learning to play an instrument or tending a garden. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to return, again and again, to the present moment. Start with your breath, find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, and simply notice the natural rhythm of your inhale and exhale. Let your breath anchor you, drawing your attention away from distractions and into the here and now. Don't try to force your mind to be empty or stop your thoughts. Instead, Notice when your mind wanders, because it will, and gently, without judgment, guide your focus back to your breath. This gentle redirection is the heart of mindfulness. Even a few minutes of this simple exercise each day can help calm anxiety, ease tension, and bring you back to the present. Over time, you may notice a greater sense of peace and clarity in your daily life. Creative activities in solitude, like painting, writing, or playing music, are also powerful ways to quiet the mind. When you immerse yourself in these activities, you enter a state of flow, where worries fade and your inner creativity shines through. The goal isn't perfection or a finished product, but the process itself, being fully present with each brushstroke, word, or note. This mindful engagement helps you reconnect with yourself. Spending time in nature is another powerful practice. Sit quietly under a tree, watch the gentle movement of the leaves, or listen to the wind as it moves through the branches. Let the natural world ground you. Nature reminds us that we're part of something larger, something timeless. The sights, sounds, and smells of the outdoors can help our busy minds find rest and perspective. These practices are simple, yet their effects can be truly profound. They offer a gentle path back to yourself, no matter how hectic life becomes. By returning to these moments of quiet, again and again, you nurture a sense of inner calm and resilience that supports you through life's challenges. With patience and gentle persistence, a quiet mind becomes not just a practice, but a natural part of your everyday life. Stillness is a skill anyone can learn, and with time, it becomes a source of strength, clarity, and peace within. Paradoxically, time alone can deepen our relationships with others. When we're always surrounded by people, we can become drained and irritable. Solitude fills our cup, so we have more patience, presence, and compassion to offer. It builds self-awareness, helping us understand our needs and emotions. This awareness leads to healthier communication and less projection onto others. We learn to listen with empathy because we first listen to ourselves. Solitude teaches us to appreciate both silence and connection. Comfortable quiet with a loved one can be more intimate than constant conversation. By modeling solitude, we give others permission to care for themselves too. Our peace becomes a gift to everyone around us. The journey to inner peace through solitude is personal and begins with a simple choice. Value stillness in a world that celebrates noise. Turn inward when everything pulls you outward. You don't need to be perfect. Just begin with a few minutes of quiet each day. This small seed of silence will grow into a strong tree of peace within you. Connect with others who value solitude. Share your experiences and support each other. Your own transformation is the most powerful teaching you can offer. By cultivating inner peace, you become a source of calm for everyone you meet. You don't need to preach, just embody stillness. Find a quiet corner, take a deep breath, and come home to yourself. Listen to the silence. It's been waiting for you. In that silence, you'll find strength, clarity, and a peace that passes understanding. Your journey home to yourself starts now, with this very breath.